Hello everyone, it's Seth, probably better known as Saffron Olive, and it's time for another Instant Deck Tech. So as you know, Thursday means it's Tier Thursday, and this week we're going to break things up a bit and actually head to Pauper to check out a deck that's risen to the top of the format, and this is Inside Out Combo. Pauper is a weird place, really strange things happen, but I think this is sort of the Pauper version of Splinter Twin, essentially. A 2-card combo that can win the game out of nowhere. So it comes to us from James, 1099. However, worth mentioning, it's a tier deck. Lots of people are playing a very similar version, but James was the last person to put up a 5-0 finish with it. So congrats to James on their finish with the deck. A quick reminder before we break down Inside Out for Pauper. If you enjoy this deck and you want to see it made into videos, take a minute, click the like button, the subscribe button, leave a comment, anything you can do to support your deck, because whichever deck is the most popular gets a shot at being made into videos next week. So the key combo of this deck involves Tireless Tribe, a 1-mana 1/1 that has an ability where you can discard a card and it gets +0/+4 until end of turn. So in theory, if you discard 5 cards, your Tireless Tribe will be a 1/21. A 1/21, which might not sound all that exciting. Like, yes, you can block really big things, and I think that's what Tireless Tribe is made for. You can kind of cash in your cards to play a little bit better defense. But the idea of Inside Out Combo is to kind of turn this ability on its head and make it into a game-winning 2-card combo. So what we're trying to set up with this deck is to get a Tireless Tribe down, discard those 5 cards to make it a 1/21, and then we resolve an Inside Out on our Tireless Tribe, which switches its power and toughness, so instead of a 1/21, it's going to be a 21/1, which means 1 attack. If we can get in 1 attack with our Tireless Tribe after discarding 5 cards and casting Inside Out, we just win the game on the spot. We swing in, kill our opponent, all in one shot with maybe the jankiest 2-card combo I have ever come across. Pauper is a crazy place. To make sure we can get in damage with our Tireless Tribe, we have Shadow Rift. 1 mana, gives a creature Shadow until end of turn. If you're not familiar with Shadow, it's an old mechanic, basically this weird variant on flying. Creatures with Shadow can only be blocked or block other creatures with Shadow, and people don't really play creatures with Shadow, which means our Tireless Tribe becomes unblockable and we draw a card for just 1 mana, so even if our opponent has a huge wall of defenders and things to block with, we get in with our 21/1 Tireless Tribe and close out the game that way. The rest of the deck has some ways to protect our combo. Dispel, just like Splinter Twin in Modern, one of the most efficient counters to protect a combo like this. It counters any instant speed interaction our opponent might have with our combo. Circular Logic, if we can discard it to our Tireless Tribe, for example, basically counters anything as well, because we discard so many cards, we're going to have a ton in our graveyard, which means it becomes 1 mana, just a hard counter in a lot of situations. So we have a total of 7 1-mana counter spells that are going to protect our combo from instant speed interaction. Gush is kind of key because it gives us 4 cards in our hand. Not only do we draw 2 cards, but we get to pick up 2 islands. So if our goal is to discard 5 cards to our Tireless Tribe, Gush gets us 80% of the way there all by itself by drawing 2 and letting us pick up islands, which we won't really need anymore. We can float mana if we need to leave up a counter spell or whatever. So it's really key to our deck. This gives us the fuel we need to make our Tireless Tracker big enough to close out the game. Gitaxian Probe lets us see if the coast is clear, makes sure we know what removal our opponent has, what ways they might have of stopping our combo. And then we have a ton of cantrips to set up the combo. Brainstorms, Ponders, Preordain, all 1 mana. Dig for our Tireless Tribes, dig for defense for our Tireless Tribes, dig for our Gushes to have fuel for our Tireless Tribe. Impulse, a little bit more expensive, but goes 4 cards deep. As far as the mana base, we have Ash Barrens, kind of a free roll, lets us cycle for a land, which is really key. Both Ash Barrens and Evolving Wilds are in the deck primarily to make our Brainstorms better, because they give us a way to shuffle after we put cards back with our Brainstorm. They also help fix our mana. We want the white mana to get our Tireless Tribe down, but we want everything else to be blue mana, so we have tons of mana to cast multiple cantrips, and multiple Gushes, and multiple counter spells in the same turn, so Ash Barrens and Evolving Wilds help make sure we get one of our 2 planes, but also have mostly islands on the battlefield to support our deck. As far as the sideboard, we get more protection. Standard Bearer It's a removal spell that would go at our Tireless tribe. If our opponent's going to cast a targeted spell, it has to target the standard bearer rather than something else, which means it's going to take 2 removal spells to kill our Tireless tribe instead of just 1. Dispel, also great at countering a removal spell. Hydroblast deals with burn spells that could disrupt our combo. Piracy Charm gives us a bit of removal, can also go discard mode, and the Island Walk can even be relevant if we're up against a blue deck because it's an additional way that we can make our Tireless tribe unblockable if our opponent has an island. Disenchant for artifacts and enchantments. Circle of Protection white to deal with white decks. And that is Inside Out combo for Pauper. And that's our instant deck tech for today. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, help us out by clicking that like button down below. And to keep up on all the latest and greatest, click that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit that bell icon to get alerts whenever we have new videos. And if you want to, check out some of our other sweet videos here and here.